This video will cover some common questions about Carly AI. How do I connect my calendar and email? Go to the Integrations tab. Now, for the purposes of this, I'm just going to remove this email so I can show you how to connect it. I've written my email address here. Then I'm going to press add email. It's now detected that this was a Gmail account, so it took me to the Gmail sign-in page. Once I've signed in, it will show up as a line here. Because my calendar was already connected, it's showing that it's connected here. Now, if I wanted to also add my email, meaning give Carly access to my actual inbox, you can press connect email. Now you can see my email has now been connected. If I want to set a signature for when Carly is emailing from my own email address, you can add that right here. When it comes to calendars, Carly can check all your calendars for availability. After you've started connecting things, you can go ahead and email Carly. Carly's email is right here. You can email Carly just like a normal colleague, and she can take actions on any of the apps you've connected. This is a very simple request just to demonstrate how Carly works. Typically, you would CC Carly in an email when trying to coordinate with somebody else, and Carly will look at your calendar, propose times, and book the meeting when confirmed. Can I rename Carly, and can I use my own company domain instead of the Carly one? Yes, you can absolutely do both. If you want to just rename Carly, go to the home page, and here you can press customize. Then on the right-hand side, you can add your own display name and email address. So now you can use John instead of the normal Carly name. What if you want to use your own domain? Go to organizations. You can press add a sending address here. This will walk you through step by step what you need to do to get the domain set up. It's entirely self-serve, and most people can get it up and running that very day. If you have multiple calendars, one thing Carly is great for is being able to work across all of them. Another thing a lot of people like to do is sync their calendars up. We have a separate service for this called Calendar Sync. What this allows you to do is in very fine detail, choose which events should be copied over to which calendar and have it sync automatically. How do you train Carly's behavior? Go to the Preferences tab. Yours will look different, but here you will have what we think are some standard preferences about styling and scheduling and communication that we have found works very well for people. But if you don't like what we put in here, this is for you to change. Some important things to note are things like working hours. That's when Carly will propose times for meetings, for example. Also, how do you like Carly to propose times? Some people like ranges. I'm free from 3 to 5. Other people like specific time slots. I'm free 3 p.m., 4 p.m., or 5 p.m. The default is to propose 3 specific times. But if you hate that, you can just go in here, delete it, and write out in natural language how you would prefer the scheduling to be communicated. If you're looking for Carly to perform repeat work, this is not the place to put it. The preferences concern timeless feedback that you want to remind the agent of every time it's running. But if you want repeated work done, there are 2 places to look for this. The first are workflows. Workflows are the way that you can automate a lot of the busy work. We have tons of different pre-built workflows where you can just copy the prompt and then send this to Carly, and Carly will build the workflow for you. Let me show you what these typically look like. One that I use is this auto label one. As you can see, it's right here and it runs every single time I get an email. As you can see, all of my emails here get a label, but more importantly, all of the spam and promotional mail gets sorted automatically. And all of this, a lot of it would have actually ended up under my primary tab had I not used this auto label workflow, because it looks at specifically what is important for me to see versus what's spam or promotional stuff. It does a much better job than the Outlook and Gmail normal routing rules. How exactly do you set this up? What you should do is go and copy the prompt. You could press copy prompt here and then email it to Carly. Carly will then set it up. If you want to look and see specifically how emails are getting sorted, you can go to the Workflows tab, find the workflow, and press Edit. What it shows you here is exactly what's going on. It fetches an email, it then sends the email to an LLM, and this is where all the work is being done. And to the extent that you want to tweak the classification of emails, it should happen here. What's nice is a lot of this is just done for you when Carly writes the workflow in the first place, but you can go in and tweak it as you have a better sense of the things that it's misclassifying, that it needs your nudging one way or another. This can also give you a preview of how an email will be classified. So this was the most recent email I received. So it was given to the AI, to this classification prompt that we just wrote. And then it says this would be the output. So here we're asking to get a label and then the reason why it said it was one way or another. And this is very useful If you think, oh, this shouldn't have been a newsletter, it should have been something else. And maybe you say, actually, in the prompt up, you could say, if it's a webinar, it should be actually an FYI. This is much more detail than you'll ever really need to get into, because you can just chat with your agent, with Carly, who can then make the appropriate edits for you. Carly has an internal CRM, which is here. But if you use an existing CRM, Carly also can integrate with it. Head to the integrations tab and scroll down. Here, there's third-party integrations, and you could press CRM and see the various ones that we support. If you don't see your CRM here, do not worry. Most CRMs have what's called an MCP, which is basically a way for AI agents to use the CRM. You can just Google to see if it has the MCP. If it does, you can go up to connect an API. Again, we're still on the integrations tab. And then you could press connect an MCP server. It's as easy as pasting this URL and connecting, and you will be able to use whatever CRM you use. Now, what can Carly do with a CRM? The possibilities are really endless. The most simple thing is just emailing Carly and saying, update this person on the CRM or add this as a contact in the CRM. You can automatically update it based off of your email activity, your call notes, or anything else that would typically be an input in the CRM. One quick tip is, because there's a Carly CRM and your own CRM, I highly recommend in your preferences tab, or telling Carly to update the preferences, you add a line that says, when I say update the CRM, I mean HubSpot or I mean Salesforce. That reduces ambiguity, so Carly doesn't have to ask you, do you mean internal or HubSpot? As you can see, I do versions of this kind of clarification up front myself. So I just put these shorthands right in here. When I say work email, I mean this email. And when I mean our blog, it means this repository in GitHub. You can build anything on Carly, and this will allow your business to run more smoothly and more efficiently. To get started, you can visit usecarly.com.